welcome back to Pirate Adventures. Where we last left off, our dear pirates continued to investigate this ruined castle and found yet another treasure chest that was instead a mimic. Fending it off, they lost two of them, the captain and the healer. Not the best combo. Bringing their crew to a safe section of the castle, assumedly safe, I should say, to wait out their unconsciousness. The other two used their familiars to investigate the castle until they eventually found one room more glorious than the rest. Alabaster white pillars holding up this marbled roof and this black marbled floor. And as the familiars stepped in, they were immediately met with the destruction of what seemed like lightning. But we are back. There's about half an hour left of the unconsciousness for the captain and the healer. What would you guys like to do?
Sleep. Remain
We
unconscious.
could skip right to that, unless
for a few
Elizora wants
minutes.
to have a quick word with Alarias about anything, with no prying ears.
We can confirm what we saw, but guess we wait.
What do you think I was?
I don't know if it was a trap, something set that we set it off and instantly got killed. We couldn't even see what direction it was, what it was.
Well, it came from the left as we know the room. Could have been a creature. We did see that cage.
Well, yeah, there was some pillars, wasn't there? So, unless it's, yeah,
What do you think the blue warp was? Is that the key? Or is that just going to take us somewhere else?
the most important thing we've seen down here, either great loot or to do with the whistle. There's
Okay.
certainly different levels.
Yeah. It couldn't be another mimic, right?
Then they don't get that abstract or complex, do they? It's
We
either a
would've-
chest or it's not a chest.
Nah, they could transform into anything. I once heard of a house that was a mimic. I also heard that some adventurers went into a cave and to defeat a mimic, and the mimic was the cave.
That sounds horrendous.
You know, they could be anything. I guess it's gonna be one of those days, maybe. Eh?
Yeah, we're gonna have to be very cautious in that room. It could be pressure plates. Maybe we set a pressure plate off and some sort of trap.
We were swimming though, so it's like,
Oh yeah.
which one of these bozos is gonna wake up first? Do you reckon?
I think Tim could sleep for days. He's one of the types that he could just go on and go on. Let's hope at the same time. We don't really have enough time for a few minutes, do we? It's like an hour.
It's an hour.
10.
No, I'm afraid not. But they're not likely to help as much now, anyway.
Oh, we scoped out most of this floor, so I think.
Yeah,
Wake up. Yeah.
that's
So,
what drove Elena to go into that trapdoor is beyond me, though.
Just as curious as us going into that, touching that mimic for the gold.
I guess.
so around about this time, Vaela, you're almost having like a dream. There is a light. Something familiar but different calls to you. There's an echo about it. And then you kind of wake up.
Oh man. I don't know why that has to happen every single time. Maybe I should stop being front and center on these things.
You're the
Or get a
captain.
shield. Yes, I know.
Yeah, shield's a good idea.
Yeah. Or maybe some armor. You know.
Do you want? You can have the animated shield if you need to keep a free hand.
I do need to keep a free hand ideally because I do dual wield, but I don't really have to dual wield to be fair, especially if the storm swords are not working anymore.
I mean, I've got pretty high AC anyway. I'm happy to give you the shield if you want it. Cause I was thinking of getting Shield of Faith back anyway.
Because I'm on like leather armor still. I haven't upgraded my armor at all. But yeah, we level up.
Tim's still asleep, by the way.
No, yeah.
He's dreaming about this. He's thinking these things.
Shields. Shields.
He's sleeping and the shield just like floats over towards Vaela.
Well, how's Tim doing? Tim, how you doing? Oh, guess Tim needs a bit of time. How are you two? Good. How are you two doing?
We're fine.
Find anything else out in the or anything else happen while we were out?
We found the two Kinshimans.
Oh yes. Where are they?
She points to the trapdoor. They went down there and are now teleported somewhere we can't quite understand where they're gonna be.
They teleported somewhere.
That's how Elena described it to me.
Any idea what's down there?
Well, we've not looked, so
Pardon me.
So either they went down there and got teleported, or something dragged them down there.
oh no, Elena said they looked and they got it's like a hole and then they got, sucked in. But they opened the
Like,
trapdoor.
Right. So they were sucked in. Good to know. So there's definitely not worth opening that to have a look. At least not for now.
I mean, by all means, you're welcome to try.
Yes, well, I think we should do so under caution if we were to do it. Anything else? No? Did you ever find... There aren't any more mimics, are there?
Don't think so.
No? Well, I guess we wait for Tim and we carry on looking for this whistle. Scope out this floor.
We did find a room that might
Oh.
have something, but it's hard to tell because our familiars got destroyed going in it. So
Okay, that's key information. How did they get destroyed?
I think it was lightning of some kind, probably.
The
It was
lightning?
second. Yeah, as soon as they enter the room.
What, like a trap or a creature or
Who knows?
a glyph of some description? No?
We've not
Yeah.
exactly gone back into that room to find out.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Well, at least that's something to go on. Yeah, we'll have to take a careful peek, see if we can see anything. I suppose if Alarias goes especially, maybe he'll be able to, I don't know, feel that magic tingle that, I know some spellcasters do.
I could try and dispel whatever magic's in there.
Yeah,
But
if it's a trap, that would certainly probably be a good way. Depends on what it
mean-
is, obviously.
yeah, our familiars, they're very low, so anything will kill them.
Mm.
Whereas us, maybe we could take more of a hit if we're willing to make the sacrifice.
Was it just like an open door or an archway? How do you get in?
It's like a vault door.
Was it open? I guess
It
it
was
was open if your familiars went in.
It's openable.
Okay.
Tim wakes up. Tim, as you're waking up, it's like Joylif herself stands before you, praising you, saying that you're the most wonderful cleric she's ever had, ready to embrace you. Your family are there. They're all coming to give you love, hugs, rejoice, celebrate you. And then it's gone, and these guys are in front of you.
Not yet. It would seem.
Yes, well, welcome back to the land of the living, Tim.
I guess we won again. He waits for someone to help him up.
To be fair, I'm on what? One health? I don't
Yeah,
think
me too.
I don't think I'm in any position to help get you up anywhere. You're the strongest of us and the heaviest. I don't think any of us are going to be picking you up.
We'll lurch.
with the quarterstaff, maybe.
Yeah.
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 Slowly roll to his feet. Does anyone else need healing? Is there a way of me seeing everyone's like life bars in Foundry, or do we have to?
I don't think it feeds into beyond.
Nah. Well, who
It's
needs
a bit
healing
manual.
other than me and you?
Hold on.
Uh,
Let me help you out here for a second. I'm gonna be really, really kind DM. Alarias looks like he's at like 100%. Don't worry about him. He's alive and kicking. Elizora, looking at her, she looks a solid 21 out of 55, right?
Okay.
Like, not the best. And then, you know, you two look like you're at death's door.
Yes, of course. I'm gonna do. Let's just start with one prayer of healing. 9, and then another one. 14. So 14, 9, 23 hit points to anyone who needs them. And I'll restore those 2 spell. I'll restore one of those spell slots immediately with my channel divinity.
nice. Oh, that's better, Tim. Thank you. So, to get you up to speed, as I have been, trapdoor sucks people in. That's probably where Elena and Tixbo is.
More traps.
Yes. There also seems to be a vault room where if you enter it, you get electrocuted.
Tim sits back down on the floor.
That's basically as far as we've gotten. And Vaela doesn't think... Elizora doesn't think there's any more mimics.
How would we know?
Well,
Or is it just a judgment
Well,
call?
I assume there are no other chests that have gold in it.
We would have been attacked by one already, right? While we were vulnerable.
Possibly.
Who
Well,
knows?
they seem to be made alert when you actually, enter their room or, they hear you or see you. I don't think there's any kind of, alarm system.
Nothing attacked us apart from when we entered the vault. But as to say, we were just 2 octopi swimming around, and not exactly big fish to fry. So, if we weren't likely, a mimic is unlikely to take us for a mean morsel of calamari.
True. Well, I mean, this vault room seems to be the most promising, so I guess we go there next. Carefully, obviously. Lead the way.
Well, then, Alarias, you know the way.
Let's go.
Considering this is sort of all underwater, I'm actually surprised it's not more dilapidated.
It's an interesting point, isn't it?
Well, it's
Very
probably
good
not
make.
underwater as often as you think it is.
I guess so. I don't know. You spoke to the creature.
Is there anything different as we're coming back to the vault door here?
It's shut.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I only say this because it's a bit odd that it's now shut, being that your octopi died, which means it was open when they entered the room.
I thought you said this was open. Did you?
Our octopi died. So something or some other mechanism is there. And who's to say it's not like a fire door or something that swings closed after you wanna. There's been magic shit all over the place. Who knows what could have been?
True. Well, Alarias, if you have a look at your magicalness, and I'll have a look at it, mechanically.
If I was a maker of a vault, I wouldn't let my magic vault stay open if it was open. I wouldn't let it shut.
It makes you wonder why it was open in the first place.
Well, we opened it.
How did you open it?
We're octopi.
How did they open it? They just pushed it?
With their tentacles. Obviously.
Oh, I just assumed this was locked, so it's just shut.
If
She'll go to
you're
grab.
investigating it, can you
Yeah.
roll? Are you investigating it, Vaela? As a rogue, or no?
Well, they just said that it just opened it, so she's probably just going to go and open it, or at least touch. Put her hand on the.
Okay, well, the first thing I'll say that the minute you touch this thing and you start to feel it, you hear the notches. This is a proper, like, high security vault door system. This is a 7-point cog lock. Like, you've seen a few of these before at the temple. These are for the high, like, value artifacts. For, like, not artifacts as in the artifacts, but artifacts as in, like, not royal, religious artifacts.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of thing they'd be locked behind. So this is not cheap
Yeah.
or simple. If
Huh.
this was
Oh.
locked by some kind of key code, magic, any arcanum, whatever, it would be very difficult to get through.
But they had opened it before, so in theory, well, unless that's the magic is gone. Well, now I can see it all buzzing and whirring and whatnot. I've seen these before. They're let's just say there's usually highly valuable stuff, at least to the person behind it. It's probably one of the most best doors you can get. If there's something you don't want other people getting to, this is the kind of door you'd get. We had one, or at least one very similar back home, and the like I said, most prized possessions were left in there. But it's interesting that it's just opening.
Also, as you're turning it, you see that the combination, whatever it is, it looks to be 2 numbers to form a day, a month, like the name of a month, and then a year in 4 digits.
Okay.
So we have to go and look for some clues.
As you try to open it, it is locked.
So,
Now, it feels like, as you're doing this,
Yeah.
that the year is correct. And the year on it is 17.
Yep.
63.
Okay. And then month is a word, so the month is spelt out, and the day is a number. Okay, I'll write that down.
I just need to quickly do something. I will be right back. I'm going to let you mull that over.
Did we fully loot the mimics?
Well, they kind of just died and just kind of dispersed into wood and gunk. There was nothing.
They went into slime. There's definitely
Yeah.
not like notes in their stomachs or something.
Not from what we heard. It was just like slime dissipating. Basically, there was nothing really there, like wood splinters and gunk.
Destroyed in a puff of smoke.
There was a statue room.
Yeah.
Well, there was a famous painting we saw. Well, not there was a painting we saw. The statues in a room.
Yeah.
We were checking out.
I could have a date. I could have a date on it. Obviously, she's relayed all this to you. Anyway, right. Yeah, we've got to try and find something with a date on it, I guess, or at least a date of some significance to whoever lived here. So, I mean, normally I would say some kind of journal or diary, but obviously, with the way everything is, you probably wouldn't be able to read anything, even if you wanted to. Only things that are probably going to survive underwater like this is something that's engraved or carved in stone. Anything on parchment. I mean, you said there was a painting. Was that painting even still intact?
There were statues as well.
I would say a painting down here would be. I'm surprised a painting would be okay.
Yeah, you couldn't really make it out, but there might be engraving on, right?
Potentially.
Yeah,
potentially.
maybe statues.
Yeah. Or what some people do is they have the signature or the date within under the frame, you know, the edge of the picture, which could
Yeah.
be kind of kept itself. I guess we well, let's go to the room with the statue first. That seems probably the most likely of locations. And you know, watch out for mimics. Oh, kitchen. How lovely.
Did Alarias find anything specific while he was magicking
Oh, while you were magicking?
the door?
Yeah, there's a strong sense of magic behind the door. It looks like it's not conjuration. What's the other one? It's your school of-
Conjuration,
Evocation.
Evocation, thank
divination.
you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, evocation. Well, that's bad because evocation's the explodey magic.
And
Yeah,
healing
yeah.
magic.
True, and healing magic.
Hmm.
Yeah. But you're not going to have a
Trust.
vault door that heals you.
A healing trap. How novel.
Yeah, healing trap.
To be,
You never
to
know.
be
Only a genius
specific,
DM would think of that.
when you're looking at it, when you were doing the detect magic, it wasn't the door. It was almost behind the door, but it was emanating such power
Mm,
that it was coming through the door.
right. So it kind of suggests like maybe that it was a magical base trap potentially.
I could try and
Possibly.
dispel it, but you kind of
You'd
need to know what it is.
And you need to be able to see
Objective
it. You need to
creature.
see it as well, I think, don't you,
Yeah.
for dispel magic? I don't think it just like. I don't think you can pick just a random square, can you?
No, you can't just
No.
pick like an area. It's like yeah.
You've got
Yeah.
to pick where the source of the magic is. On
Right.
top of that, you have to see it. You'll have to open the door,
Yeah, yeah.
like see it
Is
properly.
it feels like we have to open the door anyway to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I suppose. Yeah, you can't do fine. How fast is fine familiar if you cast it in a slot? It's just
It's an hour,
Still an
no
hour.
matter what.
still an hour. Okay, still an
And
hour.
then it's ritual will be an hour and 10.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because yeah, ideally, what you could do is just open the door and then dispel. Because you know that it came from the side, right? So,
I
In
do
theory-
unseen servant. 10 minutes.
but you can't see through
You
the
can't,
servant.
and you can't cast through the servant either.
No. But that being said, right, it would be a very telling thing because the undead servant would, in
Yeah.
theory, set it off, and without it obstructing anything, you might actually see what triggers it. Like if there's a floor
Yeah.
panel go down, does something light up, and you'll be able to easily see where it's coming from as well. So that could actually be a good shout.
We open the door and just set the unseen servant
That's
simple
the why-
command just to walk in
yeah.
there.
I mean, why get
Better
bogged
not.
down in details, right? Let's just.
Well, I mean, we don't want to lose too many of us.
I mean, brother is coming in any second, and for all we know, we run out of time.
Yeah,
True.
I think looking for clues is going to be the quickest way to get through this, isn't it? We've
Um,
got the prompt.
Can you remind me what's in?
Yes, don't worry, it's not a chest. It's like a canopied painting.
Is the painting intact?
It looks like, I think I said this before, but it looks like whatever it was before it's been smudged by constant ocean water and that kind of thing. You can't really tell what it was before.
Is there like a plaque or any kind of thing on there?
Again, if there was anything etched on it, any of the stone around it, it's been worn away by time.
Okay.
Painting is on the wall, and then the canopy is over the top.
Over the top of it. Can I can I just poke it a little bit? Just give it like a little gentle poke.
Yep.
So both because she doesn't trust anything in this place now. So the canopy, the painting, just give it a little poke to make sure it doesn't do anything, move.
You tear the canopy, you rip the parchment of the painting.
Cool. Can she take the painting down
Mhm.
and basically, because I assume it's framed,
Mhm.
can she sort of aim to take the parchment out of the frame?
Sure. So as you break it apart, you find on the back an inscription for everything they did for us, and you get the Battle of 83.
Nice. Oh no, we knew that
no,
already.
it's not.
Well,
Well,
that was
The
Well,
63
no, because
is
of what we
one-
won 63. Ours was 1763, so this isn't.
You said there was like stuff on the statues though.
Yes, so the etchings they're mostly fizzled out. So one of them is what looks like the visage of a golden dragon with a warrior standing in front of her, a female warrior, brandishing a gladius sword and a shield. And on the other one, it is a large dragon, kind of a weird combination of a blue dragon and a golden dragon, like aesthetics wise. And standing before them is a cloaked mage.
Okay. Can we?
How long? Sorry, just suddenly thinking. How long is Detect Magic up?
Is it half an hour or an hour?
it is 10 minutes concentration.
Okay, then yep.
Within 30 feet of me.
Oh,
I
so it
guess-
moves with you.
Yeah. So have I sensed anything different as I've moved across from the vault to the where we are now?
I think based on that, this room had a magical-ish aura about it. There's definitely something in here, but I don't think you. I think by the time you got in here, it would have run out. With the other rooms, probably get a little touch of like a trail of something coming from the room with the cage, and through the bars to the dungeon, there is a strong magical presence in there. But because you haven't gone in there, you're not sure what it is. But it's like coming through the cracks of the door, essentially.
Yeah, we didn't actually go in the cells, did we?
Yeah. Maybe. I mean, we shouldn't split up and go in there, but that should maybe
No.
be next.
Yeah, I'll relay that.
I don't. The dungeon worries me.
Rather a dungeon than puzzles.
Yes. Yes. I assume there's like no nameplates or any kind of form of dates on any of these things. And
Again,
these statues.
it's been etched over by time. It's been faded away. It's very difficult to tell.
Do the
Are you,
statues move at all?
as in, are they
I apply
like
pressure.
animated or?
Can we move them? Can we turn them? Can we?
Okay, so you're fiddling around with the statue. Can you roll an
Yeah.
investigation check for me, please?
Yes, I can. It's a 13, boss.
On the woman, the soldier, you can crank her arm up with the
Okay.
gladius, and as it does, the blade twists round,
Great.
and as her shield comes down at the same time, and suddenly, as she kind of twists into this form, I'll give you this with a 13, you kind of see the visage of a 5.
Oh my!
Ah.
So let's refer back to the painting. And what can we? Do we make the statues match the painting or something like that?
We can't really make
Well,
out
the
painting,
painting's
can we?
really faded, you can't really
Oh,
tell
okay,
what
sorry.
was
go
on
ahead.
it.
I wonder if any of the other statues.
Well, yeah, let's keep
do
fucking
that.
around with them.
Yeah.
So which statue was that?
So
Of-
that
of
was
these?
the
was the
one with the
woman.
warrior with what seemed like the golden dragon behind her.
Is that any one of these in particular, or does it not matter?
One on the left.
This one, okay.
This one.
Vaela will go to the one up here then and start fiddling with that, and obviously with this knowing to do with that kind of like motion. So like especially the arms or any other like appendage, the head, that kind of thing.
As you twist the form, the hands begin to do this, and there is a small, like thin. Alarias, you probably noticed this first. There is just this thin arcane energy stretching between and growing thicker and thicker until it kind of materializes. And what you see is the Battle of Dragons, and there's a small inscription. We fought claw and nail side by side, and this commemorates such a unity of battle against a common threat. We will never forget the day on the 1st of insert month name here, because, you know, I mean, we can say May or something, because, you know, why not? 1783.
So still 83, not 63.
We got a date. But
I mean, we could always just try.
We could try the different parts of those 2 dates that we've had, right? Just
I mean,
not the year.
yeah, locks do that when you get close to a number or the number. It loosens. Doesn't mean it is the exact year.
Okay.
Might be 83.
Oh
Unless you
yeah,
wanna check the
true. Because he's
dungeons.
saying it showed a year. So we could try changing the 83 to a 63. Sorry, the 63 to an 83. Maybe that will work. We can always. Should we give it a go?
Can we give this room one more pass first, and then more secrets? Can I investigate again?
Yeah, roll investigation, just like general searching around the room.
Ugh, 3. Maybe someone else would be better at this.
Yeah, I'll roll it. 24.
24.
I can't
Alarias, as you swim round, you kind of just. There's something about the painting, the writing on the back. You kind of look at it closer. There's something hidden here. Whether it's magic or ink, but there's definitely some other information on this painting.
Magical ink.
None of us have a UV light. That's not going to work out.
How do we?
I mean, the only thing I can think of is like. I mean, no one's going to have true sight, but maybe detect. I mean, your detect. Well, you've already got detect magic on.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you said it was off by the time.
Yeah, no, it was off. It was off. By the
Yeah.
time you get to this room, after like doing a quick peek around as you go through, you've
Right.
finished 10 minutes.
I wonder, would detect magic be nuanced enough to tell you? Should show you hidden writing. I don't know how specific it is.
Ooh, hidden writing.
Have I come across this before? Like magical inscription. How to
There
reveal it.
is. Roll me an Arcana check, because I think there's a few things you'd know. It just depends on how many.
Ooh,
16.
he had a secret diary with secret magic writing,
16.
right?
Yeah. So there's multiple ways to do like hidden text. There is scientific method, in which it's some kind of special propertied ink that only reveals itself through heat or acid or something along those lines, some kind of chemical reaction. But on top of that, there's arcane methods, which there's multiple different magical ways. There's artificers have an ability that allows them to do this. There's different spells. I cannot remember the name of the spell, but you would be aware of it. To write, what was it? Whatever you write down, it's written something else, but only certain people can read exactly what you've written, the correct phrasing, etc. But yeah, there's plenty of different ways to do hidden text.
Illusory script.
That's it, illusory script.
Yeah, because I don't think we have a way to do.
Oh. Oh, okay. No, that's dispelled.
Yeah, the spell would get rid of the whole thing.
No. I mean, I
Yeah.
could try detect magic again. Ritual's 10 minutes. I don't know how much time we want to.
Well, what you can do if we take it with us, if we go to another room that we're searching for, you might as well spend that 10 minutes doing that
Yeah.
and do it that way.
You have to like stay still as ritual. You can cast on the move.
You
I
can
think you have to-
walk as long as you're not like running or anything like that. And there's nothing in the ritual that says you have to be sat or meditating or anything. Then
Yeah.
yeah,
Not like
I would allow
surge
you to
mode.
gently walk while you try to ritually cast something.
Sweet. So you will do that. I'm guessing is a paint heavy. Can I carry it?
I mean, it's just the parchment as you've taken it out of the frame, so it's not too heavy at all.
Oh yeah. Sweet.
I assume these side statues don't move, or they're just
No, they're just bolted to the wall. They look more like suits of armor, but slightly different styled suits of armor, like different cultures of warrior.
well. We could, if we can't find anything else in here, we could go check back that cage again. Because didn't Alarias sort of said he felt some kind of trail from the cage? Maybe if we go there knowing that, I don't know, might help.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that's a separate room, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've kind of exhausted everything in here. So let's let's go over there. So we'll head towards the cage room.
I'm not sure which room that is.
The one with the cage, obviously.
So it takes 10 minutes to recast, yeah?
Yeah. So I guess try and time it when we go back to the cage room.
Yeah, obviously you're not going for your full like walk speed. You're like slowly muttering to yourself and doing things. So I'm going to say probably 10-foot speed.
Yeah.
But you will get there, and then you'll be still muttering until you figure it out. But when you do, it looks like the thing you saw, the trail leads almost out of this room. There's just like a gentle, almost like the scent for a dog. It's gently guiding its way up the hallway, back towards where you came, and then through a window. On top of that, the door next to you, the cracks of the door, there's just like a bright emanation of magic. Not the door itself, but coming through the cracks from the room behind, where the hallway to the dungeon.
Where does that window lead? Is
Just
this
looks like it leads out.
Is this place on like mountain?
This is like the top of the mountain
Yeah.
on this moving island, so yeah, it just leads out and away.
Might have just escaped, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think that's a scent worth following.
No.
Probably just escaped.
So the only other leads we have is this painting and the dungeon.
All
Maybe-
roads lead to the dungeon.
Yeah. And time is limited, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should stop fucking
Might-
around.
What
Might
does
be-
what
might
does
be-
the painting say then?
Oh yeah, has detect magic worked with the painted parchment at all?
All the
Oh.
magic that must have been in that room must have been in that room. The painting itself doesn't seem to be magical.
Right, so the painting has to stay in the room for it to work. Basically.
If no. So if there is any magic,
Right.
it was in that room. This
Oh, sorry.
painting itself is not magical.
Right. So what we thought was the painting was actually the room. Okay. I mean, you've got detect magic back on, right? So then it might, because you said it ran out when we got into the room. So it's probably worth going back in there with it fully on. Right.
Yeah, can I get there within that 10-minute window? As soon as we come to this cage.
Yeah, if you want to do a run.
Yeah.
I'll
alright.
also do a sprint.
Yeah.
Tim's gonna go with him.
Yeah, we'll all go.
Oh, okay, good.
Back to the room. And you're back in the room.
The statue with the arcane text, that's magical. The other one is not magical, it's mechanical. There is no other magic in this room.
Which is what we already knew.
Wait,
Okay.
I'm confused. Wouldn't that... So is
Because remember,
magical
one of them had
text?
because one of them had that thing where it's like a stream of magic, and then it opened out.
Yeah.
So that's the magical one, and the other one was a mechanical one. So that basically revealed exactly what we already knew. That didn't give us anything new.
Is there any way to get this magical text revealed on this parchment?
There isn't any.
Well, it may not be magical.
So,
It seems, based on your detect magic, it seems like it's a chemical
yeah.
based thing.
Right.
Or
Let's do
then
that.
we could probably just heat it. Well, no, we
Yeah.
can't. Well,
I
You
mean, you're
said that-
underwater. Your
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
See what you can do.
I can create
you said-
bonfire.
That could help. I was just thinking, you know those torches. You know what? Because the torches
Points.
here are what illuminated crystals, right?
That's not heat.
If you, I know, but it's light, right? And it might, because when you put invisible ink and you put it in front of just a light, you'll see it. You'll see it through the piece of paper.
That's heat.
No, it's not. It doesn't always work as heat. It does work just
Or
normal light. I've done it before.
I mean, yeah, Alarias should try that. Just
no
why
lemon
not?
juice, but I can get vinegar out of the alchemy jug.
but it would just go all over the place because we're underwater.
Well, lemon juice reveals the invisible ink, doesn't it?
I suppose what you could do, you
Plus
could
heat.
put, like make it lemon juice, right, and then just stuff it on top, and then just do the, you know,
You drip it on.
potentially. But yeah, I mean, if the crystal doesn't work, then yeah, creating bonfire will most likely work. It's half damage, but it doesn't really matter. We're not interested in that.
I mean, it's magical fire, so at least
Well,
it won't.
true.
At least, well, I was saying, point. At least it won't go out because it's magical
yeah,
fire.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you
Alright.
as you put it up to the crystal, you can't see anything.
No,
It's
no.
hard to tell. From what you're proposing, which Sonny, you're not wrong, but underwater, the lines or the definitions of indenture or anything that's been made to the parchment to create letters is not visible
Okay,
underwater.
fair. Then yeah, I guess we'll do the
We're going to the kitchen and
Yeah,
sit
yeah.
on the.
set the table on fire.
Sure. why
Yeah.
not? I
Uh,
guess. Create bonfire on the table. So you create a bonfire on the ground that you can see within range until the spell ends. The magic bonfire, it fills a 5-foot cube, and you create in the bonfire space when you cast a spell. Must succeed and blah 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 blah.
Does it
Fire.
specifically say that it's warm?
Bonfire ignites flammable objects in this area that aren't being worn or carried. It's
Perfect.
fire.
It's fire.
Counts. So who's hovering it next to the fire?
Well, Alarias picked it up, right? So I
Yeah.
guess
Cool.
Very gentle.
Very gently.
Now,
very
either
gently.
this will spoil all the fun and burn it up,
Yeah.
or and
Well, at least you didn't throw acid on it. You know, that'd have been worse.
Mm.
It would like edge ever closer.
An inscription comes up. A day for warriors. A month for mages.
Say
The
that again.
year of yonder past.
So the year is from the Dragon War.
yeah,
Yeah, which was 83.
Yeah.
What was that?
So-
Month was the month was the mages, right?
yeah,
Which
it
was
was like May or something. Wasn't it?
May.
Yeah.
and then the other one was a 5, right? What was the first bit?
It's a
Say the
7,
first bit
wasn't
again.
A day for warriors.
So
The
it's 5.
statue. Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
A month for mages.
5583.
A year of yonder past.
63.
Yeah, 63. So we've got the 5th of May. Well, you know, fake May, whatever May. 1780.
May.
17. Was it 63?
Don't know
83.
anymore.
Well,
It was one of
the
them.
year was right. So let's try. Or
83.
Let's try the. Yeah. Let's try the.
Pretty sure they
the
all
month
said
first.
83.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
they all said
year,
83.
the battle was 83. You're
Yeah,
all right.
Okay. So yeah, we'll. That's the best lead we've got. Let's give that a
Yeah.
go.
We'll let Vaela do the honors.
Yes. No, of course, that's fine.
I mean, I could try with Mage Hand, but go on.
Nah, we'll be fine. I'm sure. sure. She's
Actually,
almost
no,
saying that to reassure herself more than anything else.
Yeah, I'm staying back. That's all.
No, that's fair.
I can do it if you want. I've got higher hit points.
No, it's fine. It's fine, Tim. I'll tough it out. Alright. What she will actually do in the left hand, because it came from that side. She's gonna have the storm sword out in the hope that if she was to get electrocuted, the sword would, like, I don't know, because it was electric in the past, might
Conduct.
absorb it, block it, you know, something. She's clutching at straws at this point, right? She'll do whatever, you know.
Tim's gonna nervously tap a cure wounds on your shoulder. You only get 5 hit points.
Okay, thank you.
Preemptively.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna need it. All right. So yeah, she'll put in the 5 for the day, May for the month, and then change the year to 1783.
It's 63.
Well, it was 63, but the painting was 83.
Yeah, but Arthur said the year was right on the thing.
I mean, it's worth trying. Like, just
Do
to
the-
leave
do
it
the
at
month- do the
5-5.
day and the month
the year
and see
would be
what
the thing.
happens.
The year that I would be what I changed last anyway, because I'm
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going.
So as you
sequentially.
go through, you change the day, change the month. It opens.
Oh yeah, that's one less thing to change. Okay. Does it just swing open, or does it need to be pushed, or?
It needs to be pushed.
Okay.
Do you want me to take over?
Sure, Tim. You're stronger than I am.
Yes. Tim gingerly shoves the door open.
Tim needs to get over it.
Do you walk in with the door, or do you just
Let's
push?
just open the door first.
Okay. Give me a
Yeah.
strength check for
Yeah, I
just
need to be there.
pushing
One
instead of
sec.
moving with the door. Heavy vault door,
18.
you know? 18.
No sweat.
Okay, yeah. You push it open, it swings full, and you see these white pillars with this black marble floor. There is this brass and greenish, turquoise is probably the right color. This brass and turquoise orb, mechanical cogs sitting underneath it, and it's kind of a bit like a shell. You've only seen something once like this before, and it was with on Kenshima underneath
Yeah.
with the protector, the guardian.
Is it like a fancy gravestone?
Behind it is an empty pedestal.
I'm gonna pull out my old shield, not the animated one, and just slide it along the floor in front of me.
Nice.
As you do, there is a bolt of lightning across
Right.
in a straight line across this room, pillar to pillar. Lightning strikes between them.
Okay. And where are the pillars? Are they just the ones we can see on the map? Those.
Yeah,
No.
those
Yeah. Those
white
are the
pillars,
that
yeah.
are out. So does it feel like I can take one step in and not get zapped? No.
You could probably, possibly.
Maybe someone
can-
more careful than I.
Did it? What kind of height was it, or was it the entire length?
Like a
Yeah, it
wall.
sounded like a wall of.
Like a
Yeah.
wall of lightning.
Okay, I take one step forwards.
Nothing happens.
Okay, I'm gonna sidle across so someone else can get into the room.
All right. Seeing that
Okay.
Tim has kind of done this safely, you'll mimic his movements.
Okay, yeah.
The only problem is this won't be the only trap in this room, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll do the same thing to try and trace this perimeter, right? Sliding the shield forwards and seeing if we can get around the whole outside of these
Where are
pillars.
you getting your shield back?
Oh yeah, I'm not getting my
are
shield back.
you
We'll have to throw
mage
something
hand?
else. Yeah,
Is
can you
it- or is
mage
the
hand?
shield too heavy?
Or what else do we
Charm.
have?
Just drag it.
Vestments. Not using those.
Mage hand could drag it along.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, was the shield destroyed, or can we?
No, it's not destroyed, but you threw it into the room. You slid it
Great.
across. It's like
You take over.
it's 15 foot in front of you. You're a strong lad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mage Hand's a
Yeah,
good-
yeah,
that'll
great
do.
shout.
Yeah.
So basically,
so-
just sort of like scrubbing, almost like scrubbing the floor. You know.
Trying to push it back to Tim.
It seems like when it moves back through, kind of around the like 10-foot square, sorry, 2 squares worth across between these 2 pillars. The minute it touches within that perimeter, straight across.
So it basically touches anything in between here. I wonder
I'll push it
if
around
all,
here.
there's like a force field between all these barriers, all these pillars. Potentially, like it's like a force field kind of thing. That it's always there. So it's not like it's activating; it's just always there. But you obviously see it when you try to pass it, possibly. Alarias, is your detect magic still running?
What do we think?
I mean,
You've
this
had a
room
chat. You've had a lot of no. It's not still
this
running.
room seems
10 minutes.
this room seems hella magical right now. If any room required a detect magic happening,
Is
or even a
Is this a lever in the middle of the room here?
It's an
on top of
axe.
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa.
Right.
And the axe.
Oh yeah, I see it.
What
Okay.
are on these pedestals? These pedestals here? A lot of stuff on these.
It's interesting that you ask. Being that they're in the lightning field, nothing seemingly is affecting them. One of them looks to be a compass. The other one looks to be a crown. Another one looks to be a globe. And the other one looks to be some kind of chalice.
And Elizora uses her mage hand to knock the chalice off the ground, off the pedestal.
As it knocks over,
Do we knock them all over? Or...
Well, it's interesting because the chalice is the odd one out, right? Because the other 3 are
Artifacts.
the forms of artifacts. But the chalice wasn't.
Right. Should knock the rest off.
just as each one moves in the space,
It just
it
the
all
same
falls
thing
around.
happens.
What happens when we move the axe?
Do you move the axe?
With the mage hand.
Can mage hand do it? Yeah. Not too heavy.
Got 2 mage hands because Elizora and Alarias have one.
Oh yeah.
As you wobble the axe, there's a as suddenly the top of this pedestal shifts off like a coffin, and out stretches a bone claw that climbs out without an arm, and then another boned claw that climbs out without an arm, and then the forearm bone on whatever this creature is shoots out and attaches.
Oh, look,
Another
it's
one shoots
Freyman.
out and attaches, and suddenly on top of this appears this skeletal dragon-like creature, eye sockets complete and utter voids, and
Oh shit.
Man.
black horns stretching out back, and skeletal wings stretching out, and as the pieces of it escape this coffin and attach themselves to it, the final piece of its tail landing on the back, it cracks its bones and it stares at you.
Anyone know Draconic?
I'm going to restore another spell slot for myself real quick.
Has the force field deactivated?
Doesn't seem to have been.
It'd be funny if it just electrocuted itself to death, but you know what? I'm not going to bank on that.
I imagine it's immune to electricity.
Probably something ridiculous. Well, the thing is, a mage hand mage hands pass through, right? As long as you don't. I don't know.
Elizora knows Draconic.
Well,
Plus, she's underwater anyway, so no matter
Oh,
what,
yeah.
she can understand.
That's very true. Well, Elizora, as you know Draconic and speak to fish, Do you want to?
That's highly offensive.
To who? The fish?
Tim can also speak Aquan. What are you talking about?
Fair enough. Well, I said, I mean, I can only speak common. You know,
As it sets itself down and its ribcage kind of opens and then curls back, this golden lace string just wraps up around its body, beginning to tether pieces of it together. Its jaw, its wings, its forearm, its bones, and there is just this thin gold lace wrapping around its entire body.
sounds like Umbra.
Gold is a
Umbra's-
conductor.
Well, Umbra used a gold thread to tie on Tamarin's arms. But it's probably... I'd like to think it's hopefully not related.
Yeah, I think Tim would remember that.
No. Oh, you were there. You were...
Yeah, no, you were there, you were helping, you would remember that.
Well, I suggest somebody at least tries to converse with this thing before we... You know...
Behold
Another
and
hand on
be
your shoulder.
free. Whose shoulder?
Vaela. That's 10 hit points this time.
Oh, cool.
Behold and be free.
And you're speaking that in...
Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, everything understands you.
As long as it
Okay.
understands a language.
No.
No?
The
Oh,
eye
okay.
sockets go from a void to a luminescent green. It just steps forward very gently and wraps itself on top of this turquoise brass orb, its skeletal wing kind of shielding it. Don't say anything.
Does it look aggressive, or is it more like, I don't know, just
Almost
strolling around?
defensive.
Defensive, like
Yeah.
protecting kind of thing.
Protective and defensive, yeah.
Could we ask the Great Beast what this thing is?
I doubt it knows.
We could try asking it about the whistle.
It knows. It doesn't know anything about the whistle. It just knows noise, and it doesn't like it.
I mean, we can't, because this thing's got chests around the side, right? Maybe some of those might hold something of note. Potentially.
You going
I mean,
against one of the chests?
At the very least, even splitting up down the sides might help divert its attention.
Yeah.
So we're not all in like a big breath range. Tim, me and you,
Well,
let's go towards that chest.
If you say so.
It's still stuck on that orb as we're shimmying around. Still defensive.
It's watching both of you. Head flicks to each side. The minute you get to that chest, Vaela, its tail stretches out. The lightning does not happen,
Of course not.
and it flings its tail down right in front of you. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Can I guidance this? No.
No.
Right?
No.
Okay. 11.
11. Oh, God, you are really lucky with my terrible rolls tonight.
Nice.
7 plus 13 damage.
Right.
6
Well-
of that was necrotic. 7
I-
of that was piercing.
Okay, hang on, I'll get some of the necrotic back. Well, as in, I'm resistant necrotic.
I just realised you're an Aasimar, so I was just like,
Yeah.
oh wait.
Cool. Alright. Well, guess it doesn't want us going into these chests either. Bit of a greedy dragon, which I guess they all are.
Fancy orb you got there. Want to share? Or at least talk it out?
Puts its claws over the top of it. You can get an idea, whatever this creature is, it cannot speak. There is no embodiment of voice, there is no vocal cords, and there is nothing gifted to it to magically incline it to the capability of speech. It
Right.
does look like every time you talk, it stares at you and reacts like it's understanding what you're saying,
So we'd have to
but
almost
it
read
cannot
its
speak.
We'd have to read its mind in order to
What
like.
if it message doesn't work, you know?
No, because you have to speak
That's
to
all
that.
yeah,
It's
it's
whisper.
whisper.
You're not reading
Oh.
their mind.
Ellis,
The other thing-
can we move one of the things that Elizora knocked off through the
Yeah.
things again to see if that activates it?
When you move it again, seems like this creature is immune to the effects, or the effects
You know,
specifically do not affect it.
you know the force. Does it seem to come from the pillars?
Yes,
I assume the pillars are holding up the room
yes.
because I'm thinking of destroying pillars.
Yeah.
Mm.
But the thing is, we can't destroy too many pillars because the thing will come down on us.
Yeah, but no, but we're in
Yeah.
water.
But I'm thinking, but
so
I'm, but I'm-
gravity doesn't necessarily apply in the same way underwater.
true, I
Okay,
guess.
but you are also traveling at a certain speed underwater, which means that you are getting, and the building is getting hit by water.
Which means the roof comes off better for us.
I mean, theoretically, maybe,
Mm.
But not
or
as instant with gravity.
Well,
or
mean-
it crushes down.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
or the other.
I mean, the other hope is that it's a closed circuit and you just take out one pillar and the whole thing comes down.
Yeah.
You know, she'll motion everyone to sort of huddle up again because she doesn't want to sort of, you know, if this thing can understand us. then
Should we
she
huddle
doesn't
up outside the cage?
yeah. Let's
Yeah.
yeah.
I almost wonder if it's worth checking the dungeon.
I reckon that axe could do some damage to it.
Something's got to be in here, right? That you don't guard something like that. You know.
Yeah, but we might need something from the dungeon to get past this thing, like the gold thread. Maybe we need a conductor or something. Tim wouldn't think of that, obviously, but maybe it's something we need to do to get through that lightning.
Would Alarias know necessarily? I suppose that's a bit of an assumption, I guess. Because you know, we know that Alarias felt something in the dungeon or sort of underground that was magical. Would it be likely this, based on the sort of amount of magical presence, or is it something bigger that's down there?
Yeah, you could try to feel if this was what you were feeling, right?
Yeah, because if this is up here, then in theory there's nothing down there.
Mm.
And because Elena was saying that she was captured by something, but it wasn't attacking her; it was just monitoring her. Right? Which is exactly what this thing's doing.
It's more likely there are two of them.
Potentially, but even if they're the same thing, but well, yeah. I mean,
Well, I know the school of magic, so I kind of.
Well, this is necromancy, though, isn't it? Because it's like a Draco Lich or something, or an undead dragon of some something.
Tell you what, Lars, you're a learned man. Have a go at an Arcana check.
Okay. +7. Ooh, 19.
19. I'm gonna mix this in with Tim, because Tim, as well, if something is unalived or made undead in some way, shape, or form, it still has the soul.
Mm.
This thing has no soul. In fact, it is a voided space of a soul. There is emptiness rather than fulfillment. It is not a corrupt soul. It is not a being of creativity or energy or life. This is a void. Empty.
So it's like a
And Alarias, you would realize this is some kind of golem. Because those are the only types of creatures that don't necessarily have a soul. Some can, some have, but generally speaking, the only creature that can not have some kind of soul attached to them tends to be a golem.
Yeah, some sort of construct.
yeah, construct. of
Stands to
course.
reason.
Yeah, like a puppet. Yeah, this might be a bit crazy. but I was thinking, if this energy is coming from the pillars, if we destroy this, like maybe one pillar for now, maybe it would disappear. Hoping that that would work. You know, Elizora's got her, her pew pew business. I'm sure that packs enough of a punch. Or you've got your thunder stuff. Might be able to knock one of these down, and maybe it'll knock the whole thing down. Because it can hit us, but we can't hit it, and it doesn't sound like talking to it's going to do any good.
Well,
So
sorry.
My
My thought is that knocking it down might change the danger square into a danger triangle, but it might also break the whole thing and kill us with electricity.
True, but we could always do it from here, correct? The door's open. There's no reason to go in the room and shoot it. In the worst case scenario, it electrifies the room. In theory. I mean, it seems very localized, considering we're underwater. It seems very, straight line. It's not dispersing in any way.
Is that where you're talking, by the way? In that little
Outside the
hallway
room, yeah, we're not, in
bit?
hush
With the door
whispers.
open, though.
Well, yeah, but in hush whispers.
Yeah, we left the door.
We've learnt our lesson from the mimic. We're not talking aloud.
Seeing that you've left the room,
Mhm.
it gets a little bit closer. Its entire body in what assumedly is this field you're speaking of. And it just stretches its tail out, claws on the vault door,
Oh, okay.
and begins to close it shut.
Okay.
But we know the password in theory, so we can
This
just
is
open it again.
you know the password, so that's fine.
So we're not
And then
too
it just
bothered by
spins a bunch of the cranks, and you see all the numbers get jumbled up.
Okay. Well, if anything, that just makes our task job a little bit easier, because now, in theory, you can't hear us. But
And you can't come out and get us, at least not easily. Well,
yeah,
no, it can
exactly.
easily.
Well, I mean, it could just open it, I would imagine. But we know, in theory, as long as the lock hasn't the password doesn't change, we should be okay. Anyway.
I think.
But yeah,
I think we should at least go take a peek at the dungeon, or you guys can stay and.
the thing with the dungeon is we need to figure out a safer route of going in there, because from what Elizora was saying, all they did was peeked in, and they got sucked in, which doesn't sound like an ideal
Yeah.
situation.
And they got disarmed.
And they got disarmed, so which probably means they got knocked out on the way down, or passed out on the way down.
Is that the same place? I thought it was just these cells up here. Not down that trapdoor.
Is that not the
Hatch.
same place? I
I
thought it was
gonna
all
say, this is the
underground.
dungeon.
Yeah.
They got sucked down here.
Yeah.
Oh, I was assuming it was
It's
like.
different.
Oh, okay, so it's a different place. Okay.
And what about
okay,
this?
I got
That's the
mixed
ladder's
up.
nothing, isn't it? It's just ladder against the wall.
Yeah,
it
well,
just
it's like
goes up to,
scaffolding.
ramparts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my mistake. Then I was assuming we were talking about the same sort of. Okay. Right. In that case, then. Might as well check out the dungeon then.
Yeah.
See if there's any. I don't know, any kind of hint. I mean, if the dragon is protecting something, and it's some kind of construct, as you've put it, it would stand to reason it had a master. If we can maybe ascertain that master, it might work in our favor. I don't expect much, but something to think about. Well, I guess we head to the dungeons and see what it is that's giving Alarias his magical tingles. I mean, these all look. We went in here before, and it all kind of seemed normal. Where do you get your magicalness from?
I hadn't had it casted while we went down here. I just got it from this hallway.
So you could see it
So it
from
could
the
be
cracks
either
of the hallway. So it could be anywhere down here or any of the cells, but whatever it was peeking through.
Don't know what school of magic was it.
Oh, that's a good question.
Does detect magic let you know the school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see like faint aura.
Oh, and
School
you
of
learn in
Magic.
School of Magic, if any. Yeah, nice.
Hold on. I'm on there. I'm getting there. Hold on.
The spell can penetrate
Conjuration.
most conjuration.
Oh.
Conjuration. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I was like, if it was like
Can't work.
illusion, that would have made some sense. But conjuration. Huh.
It's harmless, right?
I mean, it's just like forming inanimate objects or like summons and stuff are conjuration, typically.
Could the golem then be coming from here?
But like the source, potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an
Potentially.
idea.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you can ritual cast detect magic, can't you? Or is it still running?
No, I'll have to ritual cast it again.
Go for it. Why not? It's only 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the closer we get.
Yeah, as we're
The
walking
brother.
over and
How many times you cast it now? 3. Third.
yeah, that's the third time.
Brother was soon.
Yeah, I might not want to do another one, but or at least start using slots after this one.
I'm just doing math. Just doing time math. Relax, guys. It's okay. Oh, now. No, I'm joking. That wasn't in game. I'm just playing.
Oh, yeah. What that voice was. Yeah. You guys want to start looking through the cells?
Well, depends on what your
What did your detect magic?
conjuration
Pick up.
from.
I was gonna say, are you waiting for it to finish looking?
Yeah, we can wait for it to come up on the ritual. Detect magic.
Yeah, I don't really want to, especially if it's conjuration. I don't want to be stepping into any one of these and it's something.
Should we do the
Sound or
shield
some kind
slide
of
again?
Could do actually, yeah. Do this while we're waiting. Do the shield
Well,
slide.
once we know
Yep.
what it is.
Shield just taps off. I'm assuming are you doing it like at the bars?
What do you mean?
Do none of these open? Are they all locked?
So are you touching the doors?
Oh, yes, I'm touching the door.
That's the boy.
Do your worst.
No, don't say that.
As Tim touches the door,
He disappears.
disappears.
Oh fuck. Fuck.
Well, bollocks.
Can't get any worse, can it? Elizora also touches it.
Thank you.
Oh, this-
We're out of dead anyway. Might as well progress something.
well, Alarias, I
do
think you
you
know
think?
what? I think you might as well stop. You know this is gonna go.
You don't want to try any of the other doors?
You know
Might be
what?
only Zoop
The thing
door.
is, if
That could be an idea.
the thing is, if it does suck us in, right, it's gonna suck us in somewhere different. If anything, we're better off being trapped together.
I mean, it wouldn't
separate.
suck me if I did it with the mage hand. That sounded
You
really
don't
weird.
know that.
That sounded really weird.
We
Man.
It would teleport
me.
Vaela gives you an eyebrow. She's like,
Are we conscious? Can we message or anything?
Yeah. Oh
But-
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You will wake, but I'm not telling
Yeah.
you where you are
Yep,
until I
yeah.
know what these guys are doing.
yeah. I mean, sure. Put your mage hand on one of these other ones and see what happens.
Yeah, I'll try this one on the left.
You open the gate.
Right. What
I'll
about the
try
other
this one down here then as well.
It opens the door.
Literally the only one.
You know what? You know what? Just in case, try your mage hand on the one that got sucked in. They got sucked into.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's per shot.
It opens the door.
Of course it
No,
does.
okay.
Of course it does. Well,
Wow. Guess we're going with them.
I guess so. Right. It's probably the
Yeah.
bad idea, but
You first,
Yeah.
Captain.
of course, she'll touch the door. Well, at least walk through the door, I guess. But yeah.
As you begin to step through, zoop,
Yeah.
Yeah, and Lars will follow.
zoop. Tim,
Mm-hmm.
you are no longer underwater. You land in. You're in some kind of cave. A cavernous pocket of of space. There's no water here, but it does feel damp. Kind of like you're in some kind of deep cavern system that maybe touches the water once a millennia even.
Mm-hmm.
Your voice echoes, your breathing echoes. It is dead quiet down here. Then Elizora pops up right behind you and shunts you forward. And as you take a step, you finally find your feet thud into thick mud. Feels like mud.
I examine it more closely.
This viscous,
Oh no.
weird sensation like material. It's sticky and goopy and difficult to walk through.
Can I try a medicine or a nature check on it to try and discern its
Sure.
qualities
Sure.
a little further?
Roll me nature.
I'm better at medicine, but 12.
I'm sorry that you're better at medicine. 12. So as you're looking at this, you're very quickly thinking this is like some kind of sap.
Sap.
But
okay.
how would sap get in a cavern?
When it's a cavern, not a cavern.
When is a cavern not a cavern?
What are the dimensions of this place like? Is it a long...
It's very open.
Yeah.
Good 20, 30 feet. Large cavern. Everything is echoing.
No light sources.
It's smooth. No light sources. Smooth shapes from what you can discern, which is bringing every single noise through it.
Okay. I stand very silent for a little while and encourage Elizora to do the same.
Not but moments later, Vaela, Alarias, coming to find the same thing. And at this point, you hear like stone rattling off something, echoing down this cavern.
Time for light, or should we try and hide?
Is there even anywhere to hide?
Behind a rock?
Does it sound like anything's? Is there any footsteps or anything coming towards us?
Can't hear anything now. Seems like whatever it was, it knocked over a stone.
I mean,
We've been
something-
stalked by something.
yeah,
Okay,
something's stalking us,
let's
there's
keep
no
on being
point.
quiet. Can I perception check?
Yeah, roll me a perception check. You got dark vision, don't you?
No, I don't.
Roll with disadvantage then, please.
That's an 8. Who has dark vision? Someone use some elf eyes.
Yeah, Yeah.
I think I do.
I got
Hang on.
dark vision. That's
I'm gonna
terrible
draw
roll.
everyone very close.
Oh, I have
and
dark vision.
quiet.
I have dark vision as well. I'm curious about this sap business, this viscous material. What color is it? Can I tell what color it is?
If you're using your dark vision, everything's in scales of grey, so no.
16.
16.
Sorry, what are we doing? Perception. What are we doing?
Yeah, perception for you guys.
Yeah, I only got 8.
I got 13.
There is a figure down the cavern ahead of you. It seems to have popped its head up, seen you, and ducked back down. It looks humanoid, somewhat.
This, what is it? Could be, I don't know, because we didn't. Could it be Elena and Tixbo? No,
They would have called out.
not
Sure.
necessarily.
Elizora will. Was it? We can message looking for an individual, right?
Can you?
Yeah.
It's the same one message. You point your finger towards a creature within range and whisper, "Oh, it's a creature." So, We don't know who they are, so no, let's not do that. Let's not
Okay.
do that.
Alright.
Could just throw out minor illusion.
Screw with it a bit. I'm just going to quickly close some windows because I've got a light on.
Okay. What's our plan?
Survive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's add another step to that.
We go offensive or defensive.
Survive well.
I mean, stalking doesn't mean aggressive, right? I mean,
Suppose not.
defensive, you know, it could be just trying to figure out, you know, it could be just as scared of us as we are of
Do you
it.
still have Detect Magic up?
Probably.
I know, because you
Yeah,
stopped,
what?
because you
I was
stopped,
prepping it.
yeah, you stopped casting it after you guys disappeared.
Oh, and how long does that take?
No,
10
10
minutes.
minutes. Or instant if it's through a slot.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But
I
this
was
thing's
using mage hand
this
as
thing's
well.
just a creature, though. I don't know if that's really going to be worth doing for this. To be fair,
Do we know it's a creature?
well, to be fair, right, we don't know.
a humanoid.
We know it's a humanoid. We know it's stalking us. So we know.
Oh,
it
sorry,
knows
we know
we're
it's
here.
humanoid. Sorry.
We know it's humanoid. So really, there's no point being sneaky about it. So we might as well cast light
Yes.
to find out
Yeah.
what we're dealing with, because it
Yep.
knows we're here, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So at least get a good view of what it is,
Mhm.
and obviously, you know, add color to everything, which might help. So
We realise what.
shall
part
we
of
do our classic of making Tim's shell the source?
Yep.
Sure.
Tim's shell is going to erupt in light after,
Tim Shell.
and I'm going to call out to the creature.
Light.
We mean no harm.
Voices. Voices and lights. Lights and voices. Living things. Seeing things with lights. Lights went into the soul. Souls. Good. Hello.
Don't really like the
Creatures.
end part of that, but yes. Hello.
Kind of scampers up. This creature looks to be human. Ragged clothes and drawn out, long hair, bearded, wide, crazed eyes, colour of green. Just kind of scampers over to you, almost over to you in like an ape-like fashion as it clambers, like it just touches every surface leading onto you.
He's a golem.
Not quite a golem, but very similar
Golem-like.
movements.
Yeah.
Movements-wise, yes, very much like that, but more like a hobo in like completely ragged clothes,
Yeah.
beard
Mhm.
and long hair. Just goes, "You've made it to the cavern. Release from the stick, the sap, clutches and grabs and pulls and yanks. Yanking's not good. No, yanking's bad. Pushing, okay, somewhat, sometimes, maybe not every time.
Do you have a name?
Names are important for people. People know people. I don't know people. I don't need name. Name's not important. What's your names? You know people. You're for people. People of understanding. People of words. People of language.
Sure.
I'm Tim of the Crescent Moon Pirates.
I'm
Tim,
good.
Timothy, Tammy, Timmy.
What happened to you, sir?
Yeah, take a breath, please.
He's been sucking on this sap, huh?
Tell me about it.
Breathing, inhalation, exhalation.
Mm.
Living, breathing things. Breathing things need to live. Breathing
Yes.
things need to eat. Eating needs to happen, but eating does not happen here. No, we must go somewhere else. Two of you, Crescent Moon Pirates. I have heard this before. Pirates. I have two pirates. I've been watching with my eyes that see with light.
You've
Do
done
you-
very well, sir.
Where
Lead
are
the
two
way.
pirates?
Where are these other two pirates?
Yes,
Would you
lead us
take us to them?
lead us to our friends.
They pointed their weapons at me, so I took them away and I put them in seats. I told them they were wrong to fine.
No,
They were
that's
guests. Guests do not draw a blade. Guests
No.
should sit and wait for food and peace and food. Hungry. I'm hungry. We should eat.
They-
We should eat soon. We should go to where I eat. We should go this way.
sure. They're most likely part of my crew, part of our crew. So if you take us to them, we can, as they won't. I can assure you, they won't attack you again.
Crew, merriment, crew, ship, sail, move, travel. We should go.
How does he
Sure.
look? From a medical perspective.
He looks malnourished, but something is keeping him alive, and he is moving. He these ragged robes that kind of around him. You can't quite tell his complete form, but what you can see looks not quite gaunt, but definitely on its way there.
I've got a pouch of pork, so I'm going to feed him a little bit as we travel.
Wow.
Meat tastes good. Protein for body. Body moves on. Body rejuvenates. Body lives. Body moves. We're moving, walking.
Does
Are
he?
we in a body, sir?
Bodies have veins, passages, holes, cavern, body for island, body like to move, breathe, inhale, exhale. Pipes. We're like in pipes, caverns, pipes for the rock, cavern pipes.
Does he move unnaturally, considering his health condition?
He moves well, considering how gaunt he looks.
Yeah. So it could be that something else is potentially fueling him, but no, that's fair enough. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll just. I probably know the answer to this, but do you know how long you've been here for?
Time, construct, time. Time is a construct of the being, walking, breathing, is living. Living is time is living. Moving directional in one pattern. Pattern moves, patterns change. Patterns can be adjusted. We could change time if we went backwards, but we can't go backwards, we can only go forwards of time.
So no, basically. You could have just said no.
He's an AI. He'll just go until you stop him, I think.
And when you say you could have just said no, he just goes, no is negative. Oh my god. No, bad,
Oh my god,
bad
even
things happen,
Grazil
no.
was better than this guy.
Yeah.
I know, I kind of like him.
Kind of want to recruit him, yeah.
Oh my god. We can worry about that later.
I'm into it too.
Oh my goodness.
He seems to know a lot.
Yeah. Well, regardless, he needs to lead us to our comrades.
The guy's a walking thesaurus.
He brings you into this like cabin space, and as you're lit, you kind of see he's been scratching pictures, equations on the wall. Alarias, you only notice this as this kind of an arcane caricature about it. There is lettering and symbolism you recognize in magical form, and he is doing some kind of mass equation here. There is different things going on, and then against these two this rock, you see Tixbo and Elena tied up and blindfolded. Fed, kept them fed. Hungry, no, don't make guests hungry. Guests hungry, bad manners, terrible manners. Can't do that. No. Bad host. Bad host doesn't get guests. No guests. Lonely host.
Well, thank you for at least taking care of them. Could you release them, please?
Pointed weapons at me. Are they going to attack?
They will not
those
do
bad
so
manners?
again.
I recognize them. They are members of my crew. I am their captain. They will only attack you if I command them to do so.
Will you command them to do so? Will you attack me? Are you here to attack me?
As long as you seem to be a friend, as long as you remain a friend, then there is no reason to attack you.
Good host. I am a good host. I will have guests.
You are a very good host. As long as you remain a good host, we won't do anything like that. You have my word.
Good. Okay. Yes.
Yes,
Walks over,
affirmative, yes.
walks over and begins to sort of unbind them and just goes.
Vaela will obviously, as she's walking across, will be like assuring them that obviously she's there, the crew's there. Don't attack the person I'm tying them and stuff like that.
No blades, no sharp things, no point, no stab, no.
Can we
no.
examine our environment? What does he? Is this his den? Does he live here?
Yeah, it looks like it is a den. There seems to be some very basic, like, he's almost kind of got like a table made out of stone that he's somehow managed to kind of find
But
and use.
No tools.
No specific tools or anything. There is a book over by a bed, a rather large-looking book, and it looks like he's taken some of that sap and some like sticks and molded them together to kind of make like a bed, but can't quite figure out how he may have done it. And then there's a fire in the middle. Equally, the sap is on this on these twigs, and it seems to be keeping the
Flammable.
flame
Great.
alight for longer. It looks like he's got like a thinner stone. He maybe cooks things on, but he's got a fire going, and that's about it.
Have we noticed any other life in this cave since you've been in? Any rats? Any
No,
bats?
it is
Nothing?
him and your allies.
Is there any more of that goop here?
No, there's none here. High,
Apart from the goop
high
in
on the
fix.
cavern. Scoop sap runs down. River of sap. River of icky, sticky material stuff away from my den, away from sleep, away from home, away from eat, away from food.
What happens when you touch it?
Comes excruciating hold of harsh poison to the skin, touches, doesn't leave, doesn't go away, doesn't kind of gets lit, fire burns.
What have you been eating?
Hungry. And he begins casting a spell, and it's create food and water.
Ah,
Nice. That's handy to know.
so the pork probably wasn't that fancy to him.
Actually, I'm surprised considering he's so malnourished with great food and water, because it does feed you, but never mind. But
How often is he doing it though?
yeah, true. We don't know how
Yeah.
often it's
Just because he's capable doesn't mean he's doing it.
true.
He might just be showing off for us.
Guests feed guests. Guests should be fed. Host feeds guests. Entertains guests. Guests have questions. Questions about where we are. Questions about where you are. Where you've been. How did you get here? What are you doing here? Why have you come? Are you here for me? Are you here for it? Are you here for the noise? The shattering noise. Shattering.
We're here for the noise.
We're here for the noise.
Glass cracking. Things screeching. Noise. Terrible noise. The beast feels noise. Creature feels noise. Island hates noise. I hate noise. Noise never leaves. Always there. White, static, constant noise. Stays silent too long. Noise get louder and louder and louder.
Okay. You know where the noise comes from.
Pop upstairs. Big castle. Crate. This place deemed once great, now dead, long gone, nothing living, nothing stationary, nothing keeping, all decay.
So you've been there.
Yes, once, twice, travelled, hiking, moving, walking, climbing surfaces. Before mind itched, before mind strained, before things got complicated.
We ended up here magically. We touched a prison cell door.
Cage.
Yes. And
Cage.
basically, we touched it and we got brought here. Did something similar happen to you?
Cage, bars, punishment before, long before flood, before time, before new time, before our time, before this time.
Is that when you were put in? Were you put in the cage at that time?
Time construct, hard to remember. Definition, gone. Things still happen in linear passage.
Okay.
Go back, good. Can't. Forward, must go forward. Looks at time. Time struggles, and he kind of points to the wall. And there's a bunch of like arcane calculations there. It's just like time confusing, time structure, difficult, time
Yeah.
dimensional.
Did Alarias
Yeah,
get
not
anything
quite-
out of those?
Primordial, is it? Nothing to do with any of that.
It looks primordial.
This guy isn't a timekeeper, is he?
Ooh, that's something.
Oh wow,
I was just thinking though.
that's an interesting. That would be. But then you wouldn't have think they'd have gone crazy over time, though, right?
Maybe something else happened.
Well,
Yeah.
true. He could have been corrupted.
Yeah, can we can we assess whether it's some sort of magical madness or if this is a natural medical condition after being here for so long?
How many hands do they have?
How many hands?
Hmm.
Looks like they've got two. They've got a large cloak over them.
Ooh,
That's
maybe
an
we
interesting
should,
question.
Maybe we should look at that body.
Well, I mean, you're a medical professional. You could.
Yeah, can I examine it?
Well, ask him.
Touch, don't touch, don't touch, don't know you.
From
don't know
afar,
you
just-
from Adam.
just-
You don't know
I mean-
me. I don't know you. You
Well-
are Tim. Tim knows things.
Tim-
Things about bodies. Bodies about Tim. Tim is a body.
Yes.
Body in a body. Tim.
Yes,
Tim-
a
Tim
body
is
and a
our
body, a doctor.
He's a doctor. He's medically trained, somewhat.
Doctor, healer, cleric, being, cleric, healer, medic person. Medicine is good for body. Body lives better with medicine. Medicine does not go well if bad reaction, bad reaction hurts, bad reaction sick. Don't like sick, not being sick. No, don't do that.
Don't worry about that. Just part your cloak, please.
Curls it in a little bit.
I mean,
Please, we're friends. Yeah.
we just want to make sure that you are well. You know, we're worried about you as you are our friend.
Friend,
We want to make sure you
amigo,
are-
amigo, friends, allies. Could be, maybe, don't know you, but friends, long time, knowledge through time we'd have together. We don't have much time together. We've had minutes,
do not.
10 minutes possibly.
Yes, and
can't
we are here
be.
to help. We must expedite things. Please, sir, your cloak.
Roll persuasion.
I'm gonna give myself guidance. 13. Guidance, yes or no?
Yeah, you can give yourself guidance, that's fine.
Nice, 16.
Cloak, get cold. Don't want to get cold, but I won't be cold for long. Can
A mere
keep warm.
moment.
Stand by fire. Keep warm. And he kind of goes over to the fire, and as he opens up, you see his arms regularly are there. Then these smaller arms just underneath his rib cage are coming out of his rib cage. These smaller arms are just essentially from the elbow, and they're kind of just like fiddling with themselves over his rib cage, trying to keep warm. They seem to try to be warming them up, and then the other arms kind of bring the cloak back round. See everything? Oh, everything seen, everything revealed, everything vulnerable, very vulnerable. Need vulnerability to be reciprocated. Reciprocate vulnerability. Tim, sit, please. Tell me
Can I have
something.
medicine checked him in that time?
I will allow it, yeah.
Thank
ahead.
you. 11.
Guidance.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
It is possibly, I think it is the first
13.
time Tim has seen a creature with 4 arms and 2 legs.
Huh.
I mean,
It's a timekeeper.
yeah, this is weird.
What do you say?
It's a timekeeper.
Oh. What, do we know they have 4 arms? Is that a thing? Okay.
But which one?
Did we
is
know
it?
that? Was that common knowledge, or is this new knowledge?
I don't
I'm
know.
trying to think.
I know there's 2 types.
Wait, if
There's
Matt
two-
knows, then we must have
You
been
know
told
there's
at some
2
point.
types. I'm trying to think if
But Elizora might know, and we
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
no, actually,
Was it in Aramis'
Alarias,
book?
you will know. It was in, Aramil, whether or not he mentioned it, but he would have inscribed it in his journal, in his book. So yes, you would know. You would have that knowledge.
Okay. Is that the Doom and Manic or the Quaco Titan?
Oh yeah,
I
because
don't know
it
what's-
says on flood
Arcadians.
there is one timekeeper
Yeah.
and one primal protector.
Yeah.
Timekeeper is somewhere near Serpent's Past. There is a powerful place there to do with time. Yeah, probably a race called the Queercodian.
Quacodians.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that could be what this thing is. Well, potentially.
Let some
That's
lore
very
at him, see if it jogs his memory.
I mean, Vaela knows nothing of this, so.
Yeah. Tim
Yeah,
definitely
no.
doesn't.
Alarias should bring that up to the group. That he's a Quiconian.
The hell's a quick? What is that supposed to be?
He's kind of like as you like turn to the rest of the group. He's just like sticking his head over, kind of looking over shoulders, like going round, kind of looking at all of you.
I don't know if I'd have the book on me, but I can just relay what I found in the book for the group.
Quacodian. Quacodian. That sounds familiar. I'm Quacodian. Am I Quacodian? I'm Quacodian.
Do you know
Yes.
a man
What are
called Aramil? Elf?
you? Aramil. Aramil.
Half elf?
Elven people. Elves are unusually
Druid.
difficult. Sometimes they're okay. Sometimes they're very long in enunciations. They have so much time. They care not for others' time because their time is so long. If you simply was an elf in an argument, you wait. And life is easy that way. But an elf continues on. Elf strings far beyond the realm of man's. What was the question?
Kind of beautiful. Have you ever considered poetry, sir?
Poetry tried, but brain not poet. Poet logical. Illogical. Poet is illogical. I am logical. Poet illogical.
Perhaps journaling then. Just writing these
Journaling,
thoughts
speaking,
down.
writing. I scratch, and you look at the wall, and it is filled to the brim with equations and lines and marks.
Did Alarias try comprehend languages?
Yeah, I was going to ask that. If I can do that as a ritual in 10 minutes. While all this chat's going on.
Yeah.
Time is long period. Strings interwoven, strings split, strings thread, strings tear asunder, and the strings then wind and twist and turn, corrupt and bend, and learn, twist, strings combine to make rope, long, thick, strong rope stronger to handle the inevitable. The strings move long, thin, forward.
But ropes can move backward.
Ropes combine, ropes go forward. Ropes combine together to battle the storm onward. Ropes take weather and fierce ripping and pulling and twisting and knotting. Ropes survive together because strings alone tear, snap, twist. Strings combine to rope survives.
It's pretty much like our pirate crew works. Individually, we're not that powerful, but together, we are an interwoven group of people that are strong.
Crews on the ship. Ship sails. Ship moves. Mast has sail. And on the ship, there's people sport mast.
Is there a way out?
Rope.
Yeah.
Rope held.
We should move on.
Out. You need out. I would not
Up.
recommend. Out is dangerous. Out is scary.
Yeah.
Up,
We need to go up.
is out. Out and up is same. Dangerous things lurk out there. You do not seem well prepared for what is to come. Things to come. Terrible things to come.
Wanna come with?
Fear. Fire, water and fire combined into one form.
Where's the
What about
noise?
down?
With,
Sorry.
No, up, scary, up, terrifying, up, alone, dangerous, terrifying. Don't go up, never go up.
Where's the noise?
The noise is up, right?
Noise is up.
Yeah.
Not good noise. Noise is.
Where's up? How do we get up?
Up, not far. I can take up one
Take
way
up. Let's go up. Up. Let's go.
What's down? Sorry, real quick.
Down, more sap, more ichor, more living things beyond
Let's-
me, things twisted, things not.
I want to
like
take some of this
space
sap with us.
I am very curious about investigating this sludge.
Yeah, let's if we're leaving in a hurry, let's at least grab some sludge first.
Take some, take. There's plenty, and just go around plenty.
I'll fill a
plenty.
water skin.
Would you be able
Water
to?
skin,
Oh,
not do it.
God.
Water skin will get blocked. It's terrible.
Yeah, you
Pots,
need like a
pot.
jar or
I'll
something.
fill my jug.
Well,
Can't fit your jug.
Actually, can I fill the jug?
I don't
No.
know. I
You
don't-
can, but you won't necessarily get that out when you go to.
Yeah.
You can't just pronounce Icor and then it be.
That'd be funny. I don't think any of us have anything
Oof.
to really put it in.
But put it under your loincloth, that'll be good.
No, my
Oh,
God.
That'll marinate
You don't-
well.
You
I
don't
mean,
want
that
to
was
touch the
that
skin.
was my first idea, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I've got an ink bottle. I've got 2 ink bottles. I just switch.
Capitan, what are we planning on doing with our captor?
Well,
Well, he's going with us, obviously.
we're gonna see if he'll come with us. If not, then I guess we leave him here.
With up, dangerous.
I have a
Up,
silver.
up,
I have a
up.
silver ewer, which is like a pouring that you pour water out of. So you can fill that up with
That
your
could work.
sludge.
Yeah, that could work. I mean, friend, why don't there's quite a lot of us. Sure, we can keep you safe from whatever dangers lurk above. Plus, we could use your expertise to navigate the way up.
Yes, you know the place.
You said to yourself you've gone up there before yourself. We could certainly
You can't
use
stay
your.
down here forever. You've done that already.
Expert, smart, specialist at good things, good at things. I'm good at things. I can do this. I'm good at things. Things are good. I am good at them.
We'll take that as a yes.
But my things here, my equations, I'm not done. They are incomplete.
You better come back
finished.
down whenever you want. Just let's go up first, and then you come back down.
Tick you up. I need magic. Need book has things. Book has things to do. Tools to get places.
Yeah, has anyone
and
examined the
things.
book yet? Will
I
he
think
let
what
us know, right?
Alarias is doing the ritual for comprehend languages for what was.
On the
He
walls.
goes and
Yeah.
picks up the book and like wraps it to him. Book, God by book. Book is safe. Book helps safe.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna let us look at that book.
No, probably not. Does Alarias make anything out from the wall?
Alarias, when you look at the wall with comprehend languages, it is definitely equations, formulas, everything around time. Time in so many ways you've never seen it before. I actually need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
He's gonna overload
Blows
his
your
mind.
mind.
Ooh, plus 13.
13. Okay. It gets so confusing. Suddenly something kind of snaps in your mind. There's just a momentary loss of understanding. Reduce your intelligence score
Oh boy.
by 2.
Whoa.
That's one
Wow.
less. That's one less spell slot for it. That's one less spell to know
Yeah.
or to have prepared.
Does he get to
Oh,
choose,
Jesus.
or is that random?
I don't know. How
You
how
can
it.
choose.
Don't know
I
how
don't
it
know how I do this.
handles
Generous.
There's just the concepts you're trying to understand almost dumbs you down in trying to even contemplate them, and there's just this sudden loss of understanding. You're not entirely sure where that's gone. And he sees you reading, and he just suddenly covers your eyes. No, don't look, don't don't read. Read bad. Read without understanding bad. Read, not know. Read, need, explain. Explain, understanding. Understanding, see. When you're ready to see, but not now, not ready. Not ready to see. And as he touches your head, suddenly there's just his head snaps back, his eyes go this whitish color, and then suddenly they go to like this black cosmos with starlight just poking through, and then he just releases, and then he just goes, no, not ready yet, one day maybe, not now, not yet, string must part that way and that way, move, navigate that way, twist, form over here, and then move on, choice up there, and once they're ready, not now, not yet, not this time, not that time, later.
No. You must teach me, though. You must teach me these equations, your
One
knowledge.
day, not
the
now,
power.
later. Choices must be made, time must be saved, lives must be saved. Then time will allow you to learn, but only once you give time back first.
Riddles, what's going on?
If someone's taking notes.
Oh, what?
I think Alarias' mind
This
is
is
already blown.
Out,
I don't think...
way out.
I'm-
You must make
My
way
personal mind is
Yeah, I
blown.
was gonna.
Yeah.
out. Way out. Must make way out. Out, up, out, this way. And he starts sort of clambering, and he brings his book and he starts opening it, and you just hear muttering under his breath, and twists and turns, and his wrists snap and fingers snap, twist, and you see underneath his smaller arms going out and just also snapping in different places into these different positions. And suddenly there's a rope that fires up into a hole in the ceiling, and he kind of starts climbing up the rope, and then he looks up and brings his hand across, and there is this visage of a ladder, like a rope ladder, kind of coming down, and then he brings it there. He's like, climb rope, reach for ladder, ladder up, top, up to trap door, door, room, castle, place, wanting to go.
Alright, we'll follow his lead.
And he clamps up, and the way he moves is just really disjointed, as if there's no sockets to his bones. It's like they're connected on connections, and as he twists through and lands up and opens the door, he comes through. Trap, my trap, I put trap there, trap for brain confused, brain lost, brain sleep, I collect, I talk to, I understand, and then I send way, warning, terror place, fear here. Bring the eye of the goddess here, the goddess evil, the evil goddess, suck the life out of everything, fire, blood, water, fire everywhere, death, destruction, corruption, and destruction of everything known dear to life, life gone, no life, no learning, no future, no time.
Good talk.
Great dog.
But he gets you back up to the trapdoor. So it's you guys, Elena, Tixbo, and this Quicodian. And he kind of looks around, and you can see he's incredibly uncomfortable up here. Like feeling the floor very gently and tapping things.
What do you know about a dragon?
Dragon, many dragons, dragon time, dragon before time, dragons from past dragons, dragon empire, dragon.
What about a construct dragon?
How about we just show him
Construct,
Sure.
construct,
and just
dragon.
guide him to the...
Yeah, we'll take him to the vault.
The mutterings continue on as you're guiding him through, and he's just dragon, construct.
I would imagine at this point, Vaela is like drowned him out.
Puppet dragon, bones.
Does he have
bones,
water
dragon,
breathing?
guardian.
Because now we're underwater again.
Oh yeah, good point. He comes up and he's like, but then he's like,
Is he not suffocating?
And
He
then,
seems fine.
like, he gains gills
Whoa.
suddenly, and he starts to breathe. And basically he just continues through, and then he's like, that's better, breathing, water, air, water, breathing, water.
You can't shut 'em up.
Were those always there?
Spell, magic,
it's
magic,
water, man.
arcane,
It's
arcane,
water
and
breathing.
nature, magic needed to survive here.
Can you
especially
give them
here.
to us?
Does water breathing just produce gills?
No,
that
that'd
how
be
that
alter
works?
self,
No.
right?
No,
Oh, I
no,
think there are
alter,
spells actually that
alter body survive, this.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's a racial trait.
And the minute you get to the vault door, there's just a sudden panic. Bone, guardian of bone, guardian of light, guardian, no longer light, bone, death, not death, void, emptiness. Death of my enemy of the void is still here. Void, guardian, puppet, held in place. Do not destroy the gold thread. The thread keeps it at bay. The bay, away from the enemy, thy enemy, my enemy. It must stay buried.
Oh, it's not in the coffin anymore.
Out, let out of coffin gone.
Yes. We tried to lift the axe, and it came out. What is it guarding? It seems to be guarding something.
The thing that makes the noise
Yeah.
that's loud, the pain, the
orb.
suffering.
Right.
Things
So really,
that
we need to
be
get.
protected and hidden from people, hidden from creatures, hidden from evil want it back.
So it sounds like this orb could be what the whistle is.
See, look, and he plants a hand on your head, Vaela, on your forehead, completely grasping around him. You just suddenly get shot into this ancient past of dragons flying around this castle, fighting over, and there is this golden blue dragon that suddenly transforms and shrinks down into a smaller being, running through these very hallways, clutching at this thing, slamming it into the turquoise and brass shell as it clinks over, and then whisks a hand up and just says, "One last job for you, my enemy." And as it does, the coffin the pedestal seems to form behind it, and then it turns around and it runs back through and transforms into this giant dragon again. It breathes lightning and fire at the same time in this twisting vortex out, and the vision fades. And that is where we shall end tonight's session.